Hi guys, it's me again. I just want to go over a small little application called Project Purge. It's an application that's used to clean up your Inventor project workspace and basically delete all unrelated or unused Inventor part and assembly and drawing files that may be lying around there that accumulated during the design process. It's very difficult, especially if you're not using Vault, to determine which of the files inside your project scope are not used anymore, are not actually necessary files anymore. And then obviously those files can take up quite a lot of space, but it also just creates a bit of chaos in terms of just loose files lying around and just cluttering up the project location. Like I said, the application is called Project Purge, and it's a very simple application. Let me quickly just start it up here. Right, it's a very simple application that with a couple of functions, but I think it's quite a nice tool to clean up your project location, like I said, before you perhaps archive your project, for later retrieval. Alright, so this is their main application window. What you need to do is you basically need to select your main GA, preferably. You can select more than one assembly over here. Basically what will happen is Project Purge will run through the assembly hierarchy and pick up all sub-assemblies and sub-sub-assemblies and parts in each sub-assembly, and also do an upward search for Inventor presentation files and related drawing files, and it will make sure that none of those files will be removed from your project workspace. Now, a very important point here is that Project Purge will never delete any of your Inventor files. Alright, it will search for unrelated files and it will archive those unrelated files into a zip file. Alright, it'll place that zip file inside your project workspace. I'll show you just now, and you can also restore any of the files at any later stage, all the files or selected files at any later stage if you need to. Alright, it's obviously highly unlikely, but it's just a safeguarding mechanism. We don't want Project Purge to delete any files and have unhappy users out there. Alright, so it basically just archives all the unrelated Inventor files into a zip file. It gives it a date as a file name, a date and a time, and you can, at any later time, you can feel free to just delete that file or those zip files from your project workspace to clear up the project completely, and have only the related Inventor files left in your project workspace. Alright, so let me quickly show you how this works. Like I said, you can select either one assembly or multiple assemblies. What will happen if you select multiple assemblies? Project Purge will just run through each assembly's hierarchy and pick up any related files to that assembly, to that main design, or to the design file or assembly file. So if you have if your project contains one main design, preferably, or it'll obviously be a good idea to select your GA, your main top assembly file at this point. If you've done more than one design inside this project scope, then you can select more than one file. You're allowed to select multiple files over here. Alright, so once that's selected, the next step is to find the unrelated Inventor files. Alright, so you're not going to find the related Inventor files, you're going to find the unrelated Inventor files. Alright, so when you click this, you should pick up some files over here. It'll tell you what the file name is and the folder that it's located in. It's also got the file type over here, so you can sort according to that, sort according to folder, and you can just double check, make sure that those files that you have, that Project Purge now picked up, are actually unrelated files. Once you're happy with that, you just press the archive unrelated files button over here. Alright, it'll tell you that the files have been archived. Then once that's done, let me quickly go back to Inventor. If you press open over here, you'll see your project location or folder has now got a project purge subfolder inside it. Alright, that subfolder basically contains the zip file I just spoke about. Alright, that zip file is the zip file that you would use if you need to restore any of those archived unrelated Inventor files. Alright, so if you press restore files over here, you'll see it's gone to the project purge subfolder, and there you can see the archive, the date and the time this archive has happened. If you select this, it'll open it up and it'll ask you, alright, select any of the files that you want to restore. Alright, you can select all of them, or you can select certain files only. Alright, and you can just extract them if you need to. You've also got a choice to overwrite any existing files, which shouldn't be the case in this case, but by default this is unselected. Okay, so it's a very nice tool to clear out your Inventor project and just leave you with the related Inventor files. In other words, any Inventor files relating to this assembly file or assembly files that you may have listed over here. Project Purge will not archive any other files like Word or Excel or images or any of those kind of files. It only focuses on Inventor files. Alright. Lastly, it's got a nice little tool over here as well to delete any old versions folders. I don't know if you guys have found as well, often as you design, Inventor tends to create old versions folders. Now those folders basically it's just a copy of the previous version of all the Inventor files that you've got in your project workspace. When the project's done, it's a good idea to just clear that out as well. It just takes up space, and it's really not necessary. It's there for backup purposes, and most of the time, that's not needed to keep that, especially if the project it's at its end. And it's basically signed off, and manufacturing is finished. So that's also quite a nice little tool. You click that, it basically just runs through your Inventor project once again, and it deletes any of the old versions folders that it's detected from the Inventor project. Alright, this tool will actually delete the old versions folders, but it will only delete the old versions folders and no other folders inside your Inventor project. Alright, if your project existed on your local hard drive, all those files that are deleted will be in your recycle bin. If your Inventor project exists on a server drive, the old versions deleted files will be gone forever. Alright, so just make sure that you are happy with deleting, or everyone is happy with deleting the old versions folders before you start using this tool over here. Alright, that's pretty much the Project Purge tool. I would like you guys to give it a try and give me some feedback if you feel we can add some more functionality to this tool. But yeah, it's like I said, it's a very small tool just to assist clearing out your project file and make it light and ready for archiving. Thank you very much.